Hello and welcome to the Quever channel. I am Jason, your host. This weekend was mentally and physically absolutely exhausting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love BitMonkey came to visit. It's the highlight of that year that he came to visit, and we spent that, and we had a barbecue at 1 AM in the morning on just after it became New Year. It was wonderful and couldn't want for a better friend. But being around people is completely and totally exhausting on a physical and mental level. Trying to hold everything in, trying to, even though I don't have to, I think it's a natural thing for us to do as people who are autistics and that. We can't let the crazy out all at once. So what happened when he left? At midday to go home, I wanted to just crawl into bed. That's all I wanted to do. But I couldn't because I had to put the house back, try to put the house back to close to what it was before. Just little things like moving a towel to a certain position, moving a soap, moving around the cutlery, trying to make the house just back to where it was, or I wouldn't be able to sleep. About half an hour later, I crawled into bed and fell asleep for 2 hours, and then woke up. I then crawled out of bed, did a few bits and pieces. This was the 1st January today, because you'll see it later because I'm doing this in my schedule. And over the rest of the day, I spent about 15 to 20 minutes outside of the bed, and then crawled back into bed for another 2 hours, then get up, give the dogs their food, let them out, crawl back into bed. It's now 12:45 AM, and I'm at the point where I don't feel like I need to crawl back into bed straight away. This is part of what it's like to be me. When you see me on here, when I'm connected to you via here, I'm not overwhelmed most of the time. I'm not dealing with things that I can't cope with. I'm not dealing with a person in my house, a wonderful person in my house, but I'm not dealing with that, and this is good, this is easy, this is better. That's almost impossible, and it's not something that gets better over time. And it was worse this weekend because things happened that were above and beyond, like the sewage system getting backed up and having to get the people out to fix that, which wouldn't have been too bad with just one person in the house, but with 2 people in the house, we almost had an extreme situation with sewage and that. And I was so close to the edge, and quite a few times I snapped and raised my voice and I shouldn't, but that's just nothing. He understood. And on the last day we find out that there's a leak. I know that we have a leak in the kitchen to do with how badly the kitchen was put together by the person who messed it all up. And so that's when I hit my limit. That's when my brain was just, fuck it, you can't take any more. And it was only a small thing, and this leak is leaking behind the thingy. They're coming out today to fix it, because it's when the system is so messed up and they had to fit something for a water meter and so on. And it just took me past my point of control completely. None of this is on thingy. And would I do it again? Damn yes. Damn yes, I would do it again. Well, it's easy. It's easy. Not, well, easy's not the words, but it's possible to forget how bad things are when I'm here with you. When I'm on here, when my house is quiet, when it's all the house is mine, when I've got my Audible books, when I've got everything in place, when everything fits. This is my safe room. This is my safe space. This is my safe. Everything that allows me to function. This is why them changing the disability rules and trying to get people into work is going to be so hard if they try to do it with me. My brain can't cope with that. My brain can't cope with all the normal, let alone if something went wrong. And it'll take a week for me to get back to normal. For my sleep routine, as well as good as my sleep routine was, is it worth it? Damn right. If nothing else, it reminds me just how close I am to issues and how much I have to make sure that I'm aware of what's going on. With your help, with the way I've lived here like this, I am able to function. That's it. I'm able to function. And that's enough. There's a reason why there was a good chance I would end up in a care home in 2019. Or heavily medicated. So this is Jason for the Quiver channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day.